Welcome everybody, we are getting into this game. We are going to be spawning directly on top of wiNgiAN, our blue Protoss in the bottom. His opponent is going to be IS Mentalist, playing under the name of ZeNEX.Menta. He is the teal Protoss on the left. We are having another PvP quarterfinal match for you all as a best of 3 starting out on GSL Terminus SE.
Now, to go over the map, this is a little different than most maps people see. Me and Zender and everyone, most casters are pretty familiar with this. It's a more cylindrical type map, but it's done in like kind of a clock fashion. So where Menta is spawning, or Mentalist, he gets his very easy natural. He's got to take his rocks out in his third, but then the third right now of where they spawn, wiNgiAN, is really his natural right next to that third Mentalist. So, you know, warp prisms or anything like that can be harassment. The only good part about this map is there's no rocks into that third, so really you just kill the rocks in the third and you have easy 3 base with a smaller choke.
Yeah, and that can lead to a lot of interesting things in the PvP matchup, because one of the biggest issues in PvP is just simple defense. When you have the ability to get those fast 3 bases, it leads into a lot of weird things. Let's take a look at the chokes that go into the national expansion. There's a lot of area where you can get a better defensive concave than the offensive person trying to be aggressive and moving in.
Oh, definitely. The other big thing is you could put a warp prism in third and warp in there, hit the front. I mean, you could do all sorts of stuff to actually get it done. Really, this map does create that type of play, that very interesting play.
Yep.
This is one of the maps I have seen a 45-minute PvP.
Yeah, it was a Nori and somebody else. It was ridiculous. I forget. I thought it was a Nori and Saplo?
Yeah, it was a Nori and Saplo.
Yeah.
And it was just crazy.
Yeah.
But I've also seen another one, which one of the guys ended up by the 30th minute. They're basically, you've had 3 army clashes. This was probably 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and there's just 2 big or 3 big army clashes. I mean, Colossus, all that garbage, just hitting it out, duking it out. And then by 30 minutes, one of the guys said, "You know what?
My.
What?
How do you say his name? wiNgiAN?
Yeah, wiNgiAN?
Yeah.
wiNgiAN. Okay. He not only built the assimilator, he took minerals, then took Vespian gas, then took minerals. Oh no, he pulled off the minerals the second time.
So he's trying to
That was rather humorous to watch, though.
take a look at the gas that wiNgiAN also did. He even has stolen a total of 8 gas, and that's what you were just talking about, in the base of Menta. So that's actually a really funny thing to actually really note. I thought I was the only one that did that. I used to do that as a troll when that's like one of the few things I actually kind of trolled with in some ladder games, was to actually do that.
Well, it's funny because he took some minerals, then went straight into the Vespian geyser. Took some of the Vespian gas that was trying to take more minerals, but he had to pull off because that zealot was after him.
Nope, that is pretty funny. But at the end of the story, it ended up being a mass carrier game, and yeah, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So, but I do like this. He's actually searching around proxy pylons with his probe right now.
Yeah, which is it's a very good thing to do. By the way, just initially know this map also, guys, is that it is not a good map for Blink Stalkers. And that's really weird because Menta's now going for them, or at the very least looking like he is going to be going for them. He's got the Robo and the Twilight Council to go ahead and get for Blink, but this is the only space that he'll be able to warp into the main base with vision from an observer, and that is directly next to the ramp where the army normally is for a 1-basing Protoss. It's going to be really, really risky. It kind of is mostly just for mobility in terms of battles and later game uses of those Stalkers, but that is something to realize, that he's not exactly going to be able to do a ton of damage in the early game with just Blink Stalkers and the Robo for vision.
No, definitely not. I actually don't. I do agree with you, Xander. I don't like Blink here. It gets funky. Really, you end up with such a small choke point And wiNgiAN actually being really smart here and putting a pylon right there. Because, I mean, that's his weakest point. I mean...
Yeah, but here's an interesting move by Mentalist. Look at him and getting an Expo in the top middle. He's gonna...
Okay, the last time we watched Mentalist, it was against a Nori... Or no, was it Saplo and a Mentalist?
It was Saplo.
No.
It was Saplo versus a Nori.
He's channeling the inner... Oh, Lord, my brain's about to explode.
Yeah, this is a really key thing, guys, because we have the natural going down for wiNgiAN as well, so we are looking like wiNgiAN's going for the more standard, I'm getting my good, strong Protoss attack army. With this Immortals, looks like he's actually going to go for an Immortal and Blink Stalker combination, which is a very powerful combination. His Blink will be later, but he'll be a little more turtly and a little stronger in terms of those direct engagements, while Menta's looking like he's going to try and go for more of the scrappy style and get a couple more observers and go for a Blink first.
This is just going to be absolutely crazy, though. I mean, if he tries to blink up into the base, he's going to meet a Immortal face-to-face and a lot of Stalkers.
Yeah. And now wiNgiAN has finished his Twilight. He's now officially starting his Blink.
Did he catch that?
Did he see
Yeah,
it?
he did catch that.
He caught the probe transfer?
I think he caught the probe transfer
yeah,
because of where
he's running up.
he's moving out.
Ooh, he's gonna run out with those Stalkers, and yeah, he's going straight up. He kind of smells blood. wiNgiAN does have an Immortal in the back.
I love this.
He's got an Immortal in the back, but with this number of Stalkers from Menta moving out with a good portion of his army could be a really bad move in terms of direct engagement.
Fields.
But Menta's got Blink. And now we're seeing pushing forward. He is doing a nice bit of damage. He's killing off all of those probes quite easily. There's the Guardian Shield. wiNgiAN's going to start pushing forward. That Mortal is there. We could just see a Blink back from Menta, which he probably will be doing in a second. There we go. He will retreat. Looks like the Guardian Shield is enough to push back those Stalkers. Because without the Guardian Shield, I think they still could have taken pretty much that whole entire army.
And look at this. I mean...
Now we're going to have...
looks like he's going to lose... Yeah, it looks like he's going to lose his Stalkers. But he's caused a lot of damage. He knows that's there now. So...
But Mentos did a great job of defending that base up in top left, so he is still ahead in economy and all that. We see the probe count is definitely in his favor. Both players have managed to kill about an even amount of workers, and therefore the earlier expansion of Menta is going to pay off a little bit more, and I would give the edge to him slightly in terms of the economy, but wiNgiAN is getting out another gateway. I don't see any robo bays or anything from him. Menta has thrown down a Dark Shrine. Interesting move from him. We could have Archons or Archons after DT Harass or any of the
like. It's going to be DT Harass.
Yeah. And don't underestimate Archons. You do need some kind of AoE damage whenever you're a Protoss player in the game. You kind of have to have either Archons, Colossi, or Psystorm.
What? Or Prism. No, he's building it right now. Mentalist is building a Warp Prism. He's got the DT Shrine underway. He's going to go... remember how we went over the close air thing?
Yeah.
He's going to start warping in DTs into the base.
Oh, he will, and that's going to be really bad. And wait a second, wiNgiAN doesn't have any observers in his base. His observer is out in the front, and that he's got two observers, one in the front of each base.
He sees the Warp Prism. He sees it. If he catches it right, he should.
Oh, he doesn't. Look at his army pushing out. He's going to try and engage. Menta will be able to blink back all those Stalkers, and they both players actually basically blink at the exact same time. Menta's Proxy Pylon actually gets scouted, but it's not going to get dealt with. But here we have the Warp Prism coming in. We have the 3 DTs warping in, and this could be bad. We see wiNgiAN.
Oh, there's no obs.
There's no obs. Now we're seeing just death is going to start being dealt, but this Immortal's going to tank a lot of damage.
There's the obs.
Alright, and that's going to be it for those DTs. We do have Force Field on the ramp now, and so Menta's going to be able to push in and continue dealing damage in National Expansion. He could endlessly Force Field this, and there's going to be nothing that...
No, wiNgiAN's got a Proxy Pylon down in his third.
There's the
He's got Blink.
He did snipe the... he did do a good job of sniping the the sentry makes sure there's no more forces that can actually be going down, so he will be able to defend this.
But
We have
look at the back of the base, it's still there!
yeah, the War Prism is still there, but no more DTs are coming in. Where are the DTs? And now we're watching it's just Menta's taking a bigger and bigger lead. He can blink forward aggressively if he really wants to, but the problem is wiNgiAN has the Immortals. Look at that, 3 Immortals
Another
in there.
DT.
There it is.
All I want
no
to say
kills.
is all the probes that died. That was a lot of probes.
Yeah, Menta's definitely killed a lot, but the weird thing is not with the DTs. He's now getting a forge and a third base too, so Mentos is playing really well in this PvP, handling everything that wiNgiAN is doing pretty efficiently, and wiNgiAN has not been able to get out a third base. He's just going to go ahead and try and make a push here. With 3 Immortals, he's got a significantly good chance.
He definitely does. I mean, 3 Immortals is actually a really strong force, considering he sniped all the Immortals of Mentalist. So Mentalist is only down to a single Immortal right now. And there's the Guardian Shield.
Oh, and Menta's not together, and there he's got to retreat. He's got to be really careful though.
Oh, look at the DTs gets warped in. 3 DTs
God.
from Mentalist.
That's huge. Now they're picked off wiNgiAN. Now they're even 2 Immortals, and they are really doing a good job with the defender's advantage going to Menta because he's going to be able to get his Immortals into this battle faster. wiNgiAN, though, is
The
very
DTs
zealot
are going
heavy.
for the base.
Oh, wiNgiAN is so zealot. Oh, and there's a full surround onto that. Couple of the Sentry and that Immortal. That's a big loss for Menta. He does have a second Immortal in, but the Zealots here could actually really win the game for wiNgiAN. There's the Immortal here. Wait a second, that's a Menta Observer. DTs could actually really win this in defense.
wiNgiAN, you're not watching your base. You lost your Robo.
Oh,
I was just
God.
about to say that,
The
but
DTs.
I just... Wow. Oh, come on, move your observer. That was really late. Bye-bye, natural.
Oh, and
Oh,
wiNgiAN.
serious,
God,
those
here we go.
DTs.
Oh, they're doing damage. They're going to go ahead and target down the Nexus. They can do a lot of damage. Zealots are going to come in. Zealots should actually be able to win that battle. The Forge in the top is being used to get down that weapons upgrade that's really, really good. But these Immortals are going to be very vulnerable.
Oh my gosh, you got it.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Menta
my
is
goodness.
doing quite well right now. And he has an Observer. If he can snipe the Observer from wiNgiAN, that's officially game. Officially game.
And there you go. There's an Archon now.
Oh, that's a really good move. Because that'll be great against the Zealots of wiNgiAN.
I'm surprised. wiNgiAN hasn't tried to snipe this Warp Prism yet.
It's still around, and it's going to come in and...
Warp Prism's coming back again. Here we go. Watch DTs are going to get warped in again.
Oh my
Now we're
goodness.
seeing him pushing forward. The Zealots are actually doing a good job. The Archon is now dead from Menta, and these Immortals from wiNgiAN are doing a lot of damage. They're just continuing to wreak havoc, and GG gets called. So there we have game 1 in a great PvP. Going to be going into favor of IS Mentalist from Infinity 7. He is defeating wiNgiAN in the first game, but it's a best of 3. Let's see what's going to happen in game 2 next. As that is
Oh, I was impressed with wiNgiAN. I mean, it got to be too much, though. I mean, with that Warp Priz right there, I mean, I really think you should have taken the 2 Stalkers and just focused it down.